Hi there. So some of you may have noticed that QuickBooks has been forcing you to update the PayPal connection. I have not seen this new version roll out to all of my clients, but you may have already seen it on your end. Maybe it's coming, not 100% sure. However, what I did want to go ahead and do is show you the good and the bad of these new transactions. Okay, so hovering here with Patricia, you can see if we hover over on the side, sales receipt $249, the PayPal fee $752 for a net of $241.48. I'm going to go ahead and click this transaction. And one of the best things, absolutely one of the best things ever, is that this here says sales receipt, which is fantastic. This saves so much time. And Patricia is actually already in the system, which is why I don't have to go ahead and enter in her name. We will on the next transaction have to enter in a name. So I'm going to click details here. And the not so good part, but I understand why it's like this, is QuickBooks has said, oh, I'm going to assign this transaction to PayPal sales. When in reality, we need this to be assigned to the proper product that the client has. Detox for Lyme. Surprisingly, and I've not worked with a lot of transactions in this new format yet, but surprisingly, unlike in the past, it is not changing the rate to zero when I switched products, which has happened and I believe still happens in some cases with QuickBooks. The save and add, I wish they'd left it green, but that's cosmetic. It's not an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save and add. In this particular case, this particular client does not do a net sales receipt. We do a journal entry at the end of the month to account for all of the PayPal fees. We don't record the PayPal fees on a transaction by transaction basis. So if for some reason you do record on a transaction by transaction basis, you will do slightly different than what you just saw me do. So just wanted to tell you that. Okay, so here we have Kathy. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy her name. I'm a big fan of copy and paste so that I don't have any typos. I do want to make sure that it says new customer. It does. Fantastic. Save. Again, I'm going to go here to details again. And again, this is also the detox for Lyme. All right. Basically, I have done exactly what I did before, except for I did have to add Kathy as a customer. And now you have seen just how fantastic that is. These three all of a sudden think, oh, hey, we found a match. But that's not the case here. I will have to go through and figure these out, but you can see here that the dates don't match up with any of these, and that is quite all right. However, one thing that is interesting, this is not the case, but it could have been, and I do want to point it out because of that. We can see here that this last transaction is an invoice. So this could have been a payment against an existing invoice. And in that case, we would just match it. However, we can tell from this transaction, Ellen and Margaret, not the same people. All right, so hopefully you are finding this new method in PayPal and QuickBooks to be to your liking. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know.